Today we're making a bourbon cocktail. I love bourbon.
So you have to scream?
Yeah, that was kind of intense. Sorry.
This episode is brought to you by our fans. You can show your support at everydaydrinkers.tv/donate. You guys are like the Grenadine in our tequila sunrise. Without you, we just have alcoholic orange juice.
Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. Today we're making the speaker. I don't know what the name represents, but every time I hear it, I think of just like a speaker sitting on a table. But it's a recipe from Highway Literati. It's got an ounce and a half of bourbon. We're using Devil's Cut Jim Beam because I just haven't used it enough, and I feel like look, it's still full, right? You gotta do something. Half ounce of Creme de Cassis because it's wicked awesome. Creme de Cassis is kind of like that. Cassis is like that flavor you get out of a nice, rich red wine, typically grapes. So it kind of goes down that road of sweet, kind of grapey acidity. And then you have lemon juice for your sour, just a couple dashes we do at the end. We're also going to use, it's a grenadine and lemon sandwich. We're going to put grenadine at the bottom of the glass, then we'll top it with a little lemon. But the key here, mixed bourbon, creme de cassis, in a glass. Not hard. So this is the Devil's Cut. It's the part that's not taken from the angel share. The angel share is what they call the how much is this? An ounce and a half. Is the part that evaporates off. And I hear they have technology now that will take and dehumidify the angel share, and then they can reapply it into the glass, into the bourbon barrels themselves. But it's kind of a play off of that. What they're basically trying to say, and this is yet to be proven because it is a secret recipe, if you will, is that it's the part that the oak, the bourbon that's trapped in the oak is extracted into what you see here. So whether that's lies, truth, marketing speak, it sounds good, I don't know. But I think what they're trying to get at, if anything, is that it's going to be an oaked version of Jim Beam. Dare I say over oaked. I like oak. So I'm okay with that. I can make peace with this. But a lot of people look at over oaked and they're like, that's just, you're hiding the natural essence of the bourbon by oaking it so much. Same for wines. People over oak wines and they're like, that's because you don't have a good wine. And people are so receptive to oaked products that it sells better. An oaked wine. That's what you're getting.
They squeeze the oak barrels for intense flavor.
Yeah. It's like that guy from that commercial, lift things up and put them down. He just goes, squeezes them all, and everything pulps out, and then they filter out the slivers.
The wood.
Yeah. It's a good enough story. So we'll put a little grenadine at the bottom. Oh, I was supposed to garnish this with a cherry. I didn't do that. I think. Supposed to do that? I don't remember. So, get yourself a maraschino cherry. These things are awful. And no, I have yet to make my grenadine. I really just got to allocate some time and make my own. It's just I really want to get that color. All right. Gonna pour ourselves some bourbon and cassis right here. What's up? Oh yeah, it's got that red.
Oh, bummer.
What?
The picture's not going to be as cool because you're going to drink from it.
Why is it not going to be as cool? When I put my mouth on it, it ruins it?
You're going to tip it up so it's not going to be, like, layered.
Is it layered?
Looks it from here. Maybe it's just my view.
There we go. That's simulated. Is it layered? I guess it could be, right? Yeah, it's layered. It'll relayer. It's Grenadine. Grenadine always sinks. Smells like bourbon. Tastes like bourbon. Whew.
Did you get any of the grenadine though?
No. I don't think so.
You take a bigger sip.
You can't. It's this type of drink. That's the dessert. That's at the end. I can tell you what it tastes like. It tastes like what it tastes like now, only sweeter. Buttery. Weird. I raise my eyebrows because people think whenever I raise my eyebrows, that means it's a good drink. Try to throw everybody off. Not
so
that
it's
this
a bad drink.
Yeah, after I said that, I realized that's probably not the way to put this. No, this is my type of martini. If I'm drinking, I've grown really into whiskeys and bourbons, and I don't know if it's a phase or what, but this has a little added sweetness. I do get just a little bit of lemon, a little like a citrus zest. And you know what? If you even roll that around the edges, if you take your lemon and run it around the edges, you can get a little bit more of that, maybe more aroma. It's like a really, I don't know, it's like a punch in the face bourbon. The finish, as you're talking, you're breathing out like oak shards are just flying everywhere. Stimulated. Can you put some graphics in?
No, I can't.
You're not like Michael Bay?
No.
The Cassis is so subtle. And there's a half ounce compared to the ounce and a half of bourbon. The bourbon is so potent that the Cassis comes like in the middle half. Like you get that, what might be some sort of sweetness, probably just from the bourbon, and then a nice Cassis, like grape, dark red wine flavor. And then there was a huge potent blast of bourbon, which by the third or fourth sip is much more mellowed down. Now you're getting more of a bourbon-style drink. This is like one of those classic bourbon cocktails. I just can't remember the name off the top of my head. Not an old-fashioned. Not like the sidecar of bourbons. I can't remember what it's called, but somebody just write it. I don't know. It's that type of drink. Definitely for people who, A, like that alcohol flavor, that potency. B, you have to like bourbon. Otherwise, you would be dumb to make a drink that's primarily bourbon. And you have to be able to get Cassis, which is cool. And I think near the end, it's going to get sweeter and sweeter as you drink it because you're going to be getting down to that layer of grenadine. And that's where it kind of gets dangerous. But I think just the potency alone, one of these is good. I'd say probably I would go before dinner with this and then sit down with maybe an oak cask beer or something like that with dinner. But there you go. That is the speaker question of the day. Did we get any?
Well, what's your go-to cocktail?
What's your go-to cocktail?
Or JD or Jim Beam?
That's a good one, too. Jack Daniels or Jim Beam. I don't have any Jack Daniels to represent. Oh, well, I've got the honey. Nothing within arm's reach. If it were Jack Daniels or Jim Beam, my answer would be Four Roses. Does that count?
No.
Damn.
You would be answering what's your favorite single malt or blended scotch.
What's my favorite single malt or blended scotch? Single malt. I drank all my single malt. I still have my blended scotch.
What is your favorite? Oh.
Single malt?
Or...
Highland Park or Dalwhinnie. Blended is Johnny Walker, so far. The other one's not bad. The white label there, Doers. So there you go. Whatever I just asked for questions, there's like 5 of them in there that you can answer. Jim Beam or JD, don't cheat like me and pick Four Roses or Makers or Black Velvet. Stick with the real stuff.
Oh, Manhattan.
Manhattan is what I was thinking of. That's it. The Manhattan. That is kind of that Manhattan flavor you got going on. It's like a Manhattan with creme de cassis. Definitely have to check it out. EverydayDrinkers.tv for yet another Manhattan derivative. The speaker. We're teaching you how to drink.